Hey everybody, it's Roxy, Kyler, and Eli, and we are here with you for our virtual part of our lesson for Forest Sunday School. We will be meeting for Forest Sunday School this afternoon as well. So the time has changed. We're going to try it at 4 o'clock to see how that goes. So 4 o'clock today, so that all of our napping children can wake up, we can all have lunch, we can have our naps, we can have a snack, and then we can come to Forest Sunday School, and hopefully a few more of our younger age kids can come to Forest Sunday School as well. So if you are coming in person, we are at Brownwood Park on Pendleton Street at 4 o'clock today, and we are excited to talk to you about the understory layer of a forest. So last week we talked through the ground level pioneer species that cover the ground, help to fix the soil, and then one layer up is our understory layer. And so Pastor Tim talked about the parable of the mustard seed. So we will tell that parable from our Godly Play lessons, as well as opening up our Magic and Mystery of Trees book and learning about, I'll show you this page first, the different layers of a forest. So this tells you on page 54 the tropical rainforest, but all forests have different layers to it. And specifically the understory layer of a forest, so all of these like kind of right along here, I guess in your video, like right around here, shrubs, bushes, all of that smaller area of plants all provide habitat, so homes, and food, forage, for the animals. They also help to protect the soil from erosion and all of their leaf litter, so the leaves drop and that provides nutrients to the soil, and homes for all of the little creepy crawlers, millipedes, centipedes, snakes, frogs, squirrels, raccoons, all of that. So think about the understory of our forest as home and food for all of God's creatures, great and small. Foxes, what other animals can you think of living in the forest?
Deer.
Deer would live in the understory. This is what God created. Moose are a little bit bigger, but yeah, maybe like a small moose would live in the understory, underneath the bushes, the shrubs, all of that. And God created this layer to keep those creatures safe and the soil protected, and our earth, it keeps the temperatures of the soil a lot cooler so that it's not so hot. So you can recognize that it feels cooler here than it does when you're in the bright sun without any of the trees and the shrubs to keep us in the shade. So that is what we're going to do. For a creative response, we are going to collect different sticks, leaves, pine cones, whatever it is you find on your nature walk, wherever you are, whether it's with us or maybe you're at home or on vacation, and we're going to create homes for our creatures in that shrub understory layer of our forest. So I hope that you have a wonderful time with us, and we're so glad that you are here. Ooh, I wonder what this is. What color is it?
Yellow.
What color is it?
Blue.
Gold. Gold is for precious things. Gold is like money. It's for rich kings. It means that it's something that's really precious and valuable. What does it sound like?
Box.
A box? It kind of sounds like a door. Yeah. This is our parable story. Parables are something that's really, really special because Jesus gave us these stories to help explain certain things about our creation, certain things about how we should treat other people. And we get to tell these stories, and these stories are directly from Jesus. So it's super valuable, just like this gold color, and it's kept inside of a box just like a gift, because it's a gift from Jesus. This one has a yellow dot on the outside of the box that you can find it once we're in our rooms again, and visit this story anytime you'd like. I wonder what we have. Whoa. What's this? What do you observe?
It looks like a blanket.
It looks like a blanket. What color is it?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Kind of like a little bit like orange.
Like an orange? I was thinking like a lemon. See the shape of it?
Yeah.
Kind of pointed at the two ends. It's kind of yellow like the sun. What else do we have? I think we're all ready. There was once somebody so special and so wonderful that people began to follow him. His name was Jesus. And Jesus talked a lot about the kingdom of heaven. And the kingdom didn't sound like anything that they'd ever heard before. There wasn't any princes and princesses and knights with swords and jewels and money and horses. This kingdom was a little bit different. And so they finally had to ask, Jesus, what is the kingdom of heaven like? And Jesus said, there was once a gardener, and this gardener took the smallest of seed, a mustard seed. See that mustard seed? The smallest of seeds, and planted it in the ground. And there grew the biggest plant from such a small tree, or from such a small seed. It grew and grew and grew. And pretty soon, this small seed that turned into this plant attracted the birds from the air. And they built nests there. Do you want to help me? It was home and habitat to all sorts of living creatures. It provided shelter to keep them safe from predators. It provided food, forage to help them eat and feed their babies. Creation was able to continue because of the tiny seedling that this gardener planted. Life continued because of that one seed. Put it in. There you go. Now I wonder, who is the gardener? You don't know? Jesus. Who else plants seeds?
You.
Me. How about you?
Yes, me.
And what about you?
Yes.
Yeah, last week from our Forest Sunday School, all of our kids went home with packets of wildflower seeds that they could plant to help to feed our pollinators like bees and butterflies and dragonflies, and also provide forage and habitat for wildlife like birds. I wonder if y'all are the gardeners. I wonder what this itsy bitsy tiny seed, mustard seed, could really be.
A plant.
A plant. So literally, it is a seed. But what could Jesus mean? Why would Jesus want to tell us this story? What do you think?
Because plants are important.
Because plants are important? I wonder.
And they hope soil.
The soil. Yep, that's right. That's a way that we can care for our creation. But I wonder if we could plant seeds of kindness. When you do something kind, does it grow into something bigger and better
Yeah.
and even more kind?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what Jesus meant. I wonder who the birds of the air could be. Who would come? If you did something kind, who would come towards you?
The birds.
But like if you were at school and you did something kind, who would come to you?
Kindness.
More friends maybe? If you're kind, do more friends come to play with you?
Yes.
Yeah, so spreading kindness and joy makes other people want to come to you. It builds community, it builds relationship. When you do something good, other people want to be a part of that goodness. I wonder if that could be what the birds were and the nest that came. So I think there's a literal translation that we can take away from this for Forest Sunday School, which is let's plant seeds, plant habitat, plant shrubs, plant anything that's going to help support our wildlife and creation. But also, let's plant seeds of kindness and goodness and joy, right? Yeah, we love this story. This is one of my favorite stories that Jesus told. We hope that this was a fun story for you as well, and that you go out and spread literal seeds of actual plants and figurative seeds of kindness and love and hope and joy.
Bye.
See you later. Now's our time to read The Magic and Mystery of Trees, written by Jen Green. If you have the book, you're welcome to go get it and read along. If not, you're welcome to follow along on the screen. We're going to begin by learning about tree habitats. Trees aren't that fussy about where they live. All they need is sunshine, water, and a little soil in which to spread their roots. That's why forests are found all over the world, and why such an amazing array of animals and plant life is found within their depths. Trees are tough survivors. Scattered trees can take root on steep, stony mountains. They cling to life on storm-battered coasts and survive howling winds in the snowy tundra. They survive on the edges of dusty deserts and on busy streets in city centers. In fact, trees can get by almost anywhere. This section explores habitats all over the world. Read on to discover how trees provide a home for an incredible variety of mammals, birds, insects, and fish. On page 54 and 55 in this section, we can look at the different layers of a tropical rainforest. Even though we're not in a rainforest, each forest has different levels, and this page or 2 pages show us these examples. You see at the very bottom there's the forest floor. The ground level in a rainforest is dark and dry because the higher levels absorb almost all of the light and the rain. This layer also helps to keep the soil moist and provide habitat to many animals like snakes. You can see the emerald tree boa constrictor, the purple harlequin toad, centipedes. As we move up the trees, you see the understory, which is what we were focusing on today. The understory is dim because the canopy above blocks most of the light. This level provides habitat to pygmy marmosets. There are palm trees. There's epiphytes. At home on a tree, epiphytes are plants that grow on other plants. Rainforest trees support many epiphytes. Long limbs. Spider monkeys swing through the trees using their long arms, legs, and tails. There's the hoatzin, the two-toed sloth. And as we get higher, you can see the canopy and the emergent layer. The canopy. Rainforest trees love the hot, steamy weather. They grow tall, creating a dense, shady roof called the canopy. You see in this level, there are animals like the green-winged macaw, the red-billed scythebill, bold beaks. Toucans have brightly colored beaks up to 7.5 inches long. At the top of the tropical rainforest layer is the emergent layer. Tall trees called emergents poke their heads above the forest canopy. They can enjoy the sun without having to compete with other trees for light. Next, we'll flip back to page 52 and 53, Tree Homes. This great big oak is home to lots of creatures. From the topmost branches to the deepest roots, animals and plants live side by side, just like people in an apartment building. Dig in. An old tree like this provides food for everyone, sort of like a natural supermarket. Herbivores such as insects, birds, and deer munch on every part of the tree. They nibble on its leaves, buds, fruits, and even bark. Carnivores such as owls and bats are keeping a lookout for small animals and insects to hunt. Below ground is the tree's basement. Worms, beetles, and fungi feast among the roots. Foxes use their sharp claws to dig snug dens among the tree's roots. In fall, squirrels bury nuts in the ground to save for winter. The woodpecker drums holes in the bark with its super sharp beak to find juicy grubs. Then it slurps up the insects with its sticky tongue. Blackbirds build cozy nests high in the branches to lay their eggs. The nests keep the chicks warm and safe from predators such as foxes. Now is our time for our creative response. Today we'll be doing habitat building. Think through what creatures and critters live in your ecosystem around your home or the area that you're walking around and building your habitat. You'll want to make sure that you build a structure that's made of twigs, leaves, natural debris that's around you. You'll want to create different layers that will provide them shelter from any rain, any temperatures that might be too hot or too cold. You'll want to have a roof. You want to make sure that they are protected from any predators that could be coming by. This way they could have their babies under there, they could eat under there without being attacked by predators. Sometimes you can find little logs or big logs. Logs are great because they're decaying matter. Your structure might look different than this, but the most important thing is that we're building a place where animals and creatures can seek care and comfort. Thanks for joining in today.